Hello and welcome to this video in which I'm going to show you some ideas on how to apply economy picking to scales. Now you can do this with any scale, and economy picking in scales gives a great legato sound, so technique well worth getting down. If you want to check out guitartheoryandtechniquebook.com, there you will find the music to this and many other licks and ideas, so hopefully that will be of help to you. Anyway, on to the lick. This particular lick is going to be over a D Dorian scale, or using a D Dorian scale, and it's a descending lick. So I'll show you the scale first, and I'm going to start on the 13th fret on the high E string with my fourth finger, and I'm going to play frets 13, 12, 10. B string, frets 13, 12, 10. G string, frets 12, 10, 9. D string, frets 12, 10, 9. A string, frets 12, 10, 8. Low E string, frets 12, 10, 8. The root note of the scale is actually the D, which is the second finger down here. Now onto the sequence. The sequence is quite a tricky sequence in that it contains 11 notes that is repeated over and over. Now, straight into this, we're going to start on the high E string again, just descending the scale. I'm going to play frets 13, 12, 10, starting with an upstroke, and I'm going to play up, down, up. And then moving on to the B string, I'm going to play frets 13, 12, 10, 13. Again, starting with an upstroke, up, down, up, down. Now when I cross the strings from the high E string to the B string, it is with one pick stroke rather than two. So the plectrum does not come away from the strings. I play the high E string with an upstroke, come to rest on the B string, and then follow through with that same pick stroke. So the lick so far we have is this. I'm now going to go back to the high E string, again using the same idea of I've just played the B string with a downstroke, coming to rest on the high E string, following through fret 10 on the high E string. And then on the high E string, I'm going to play frets 10, 12, 13, 10. That was down, up, down, up. The whole thing so far is this. Now that is your unit that we're going to then repeat on the next part of the scale. So I'm going to go onto the B string and play frets 13, 12, 10. Onto the G string, frets 12, 10, 9, 12. Back to the B string, frets 10, 12, 13, 10. The picking is the same as the previous first part of the sequence. So I'm going to go up, down, up, economy pick, another upstroke onto the G string, up, down, again, straight across onto the downstroke onto the B string, frets 10, 12, 13, 10. So the whole thing is putting together everything so far, we get this. I'm then going to continue that same idea onto the G string, so we get this. Which again is frets 12, 10, 9 on the G string, down to the D string, frets 12, 10, 9, 12, back to the G string, frets 9, 10, 12, 9. So that part is this. And then onto the next strings is the same idea. And then on the low E string, it's going to finish on the root note. So the whole sequence is this. Sorry, I overshot there. I'll do that again. There we go, finishing on the D. Now, this is the tricky part. We're going to play it rhythmically in groups of 6. Now, to do this, everything ends up displaced. It sounds really cool. A great way to try and put this together is just to piece together each group of 6 notes. I'm actually going to play 7 notes because I'm going to play 6 notes and then stop on the next beat. Tapping your foot is a good idea as well on each beat as well. So if I'll nod my head because you can't see my foot, and we get this. So there's beat 1, stopping on beat 2. Once you get that down, I'm then going to add one more beat on. Again, I've stopped on this note because that is where the beat is. Then continue, add another beat. Then another beat. And continue all the way down. So the whole scale, nodding my head on each beat, is this. And it finishes nicely on the beat on the D note. So here it is up to tempo. Now, if I apply that to a backing track so you can hear how that works, here it is. That was the idea applied to a D Dorian scale over a backing track. Hopefully you can hear the groups of 6 notes. You could also, in different tempos, try this same lick in groups of 4 or even groups of 5, whatever rhythmic group you want to put them in. It's always difficult trying to split up an odd number of notes in a sequence and play them evenly in time. So it really does take a bit of work. Hopefully you've got some ideas from this video, and see you soon.